Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First play, here's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
After the interception, here's Smith rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cousins.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now Cousins. Just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Here comes Rager. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. To Jefferson on the slant.
Uses the stiff arm. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 24, Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's That's incomplete.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. A great job to hold him in. Now it's 4th and goal.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Joseph's got it.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Here we go. Madison.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Again, Madison.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf,
76 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Smith now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's Walker.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone... when they create a turnover like that.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Half.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Geno.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his tight end Fant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Walker with another carry.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line. And can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now Smith. he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing is Cousins. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The length of the football here on second down. Now a give to Madison. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes up.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
30 yards.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And out now come the Seahawks.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Rager.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Another carry now for Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Madison running on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 6. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete here.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense. Trailing in this one now. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On second down, this is Madison. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.